one of the things about the culture there is that it's an islander lifestyle, pretty laid back. Kind of, I feel like a lot of what happens there is described by the phrase "si Dios quiere," God willing. If somebody tells you "si Dios quiere" after you invite them to do something, it can mean one of three things, depending on their facial expression, depending on your relationship with that person already, and depending on past experience with them. It can mean, no, I'm not going to do it, but I'm saying God willing just to be nice. Or I'll do it if God tells me to, but then they don't look for any way for the Lord to tell them to. Or, yes, I will actually do it unless something gets in my way. It's one of the things that irks me about the culture, but I think it can be overlooked for sure. I love the Dominican culture and I love the Dominican people. They're so loving and friendly. You can meet any Dominican out there, pretty much. And they will receive you into their house and they'll give you fruit juice and they'll ask if you want some food and ask if you want water if it's a hot day, and will be all over you. And you can become instant friends with anyone. You don't even really have to try. It's amazing. Also, because it's an islander lifestyle, very much tardiness is definitely a bit of an issue at times. If you announce that a ward activity is going to start at 7, you can guarantee that the bishopric will probably be there at about 8, and then the rest of the ward will show up at 9. One of the interesting things about the Dominican Republic, as far as culture goes, is its history. The Dominican Republic was originally a part of France, a part of Haiti, but Dominicans gathered together and fought off the yoke of France and freed themselves under the leadership of the three fathers of their country, Sanchez, Mella, and Duarte. And there were a couple of interesting battles in that process. One of which, there's a city called Asua in the West Mission that they call everyone there tirapiedras, stonethrowers, because during one of the revolutionary battles, the people of Asua didn't have any weapons of any kind. They had rocks. And there was the army with guns and bayonets and cannons, and the people of Asua won the battle by throwing rocks. I mean, that's incredible. And so they have their own holiday there in Asua celebrating the battle of the tirapiedras. But the interesting thing is that so everything's over, they've won the revolution, they've got their own country. Their first president's name is General Pedro Santana. He's not a very renowned name in the Dominican Republic because after a few years of presidency, he decided things weren't going well and made a deal with Spain, where he left the country, sold the country to Spain, and then hid out somewhere else in the world so that nobody could find him and lived with all his riches and all that stuff. And so the Dominican Republic had to fight a second time for their independence. It is ridiculous. But they won it again. And so they have another holiday. Apart from their Independence Day, they have Restoration Day, which is the day that they restored their independence after having lost it.